Hello everyone, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Devil May Cry 4 on Dante Must Die difficulty. This is Mission 5, Trisagion. And this first encounter out here involves the Mephistos here, which number 2 in quantity. So what you want to be doing on these guys, if you don't want to use your Devil Trigger, is to use your Charge Shot, level 3, and that will, it will after about 2 or 3 seconds, it will cause the bullet that you shoot to detonate inside them, and then that will expose their true form underneath their ethereal cloak. So, other than that, though, if you just want to use rapid fire with the bullet, with your bullets with the Devil Trigger, it's another way to get them down, and then you could buster them. Normal busters or Devil Triggered, enhanced busters to take them down even quicker. So they've got that, they kind of twirl around and then jab. They've also got, see that's a pretty frequent attack right there. And then they've also got a faster jab, and they've got that poke that they do with one of their pincers. But this is their true form right there. And since I've already got the gold orb, I'm just going to tell you how to get it. It's, you jump off the top, you press triangle, YY, pause Y to do the roulette spin, and then you jump once more up here, and then you go all the way down the middle ledge, and then you perform a streak from the middle ledge to the leftmost ledge, and you'll literally just jump right into the gold orb and snag it that way. But the reason it's not up there is because I've already done this chapter, collected it, and I had posted a video of this chapter, but I'm redoing it because I just want the quality. The quality is a lot nicer. You can see it in the video, and I can see it right now. It's much better quality, and it's 3 settings that I was doing. I was putting it on low quality to try to preserve the file size, but it's irrelevant. It really is, because as long as you render it in 720, the file's not really huge. And I know the counter argument might be, well, just lower the quality and then you can run in 1080p, but I don't think it works that way. So we have a long, well, this fight's optional. You don't have to do this fight if you don't want to. But we have one more fight, which will culminate with us getting a checkpoint, and it's going to be down here in this well once we interact with the switch here. And it's not too bad, even though it's a small area where you're fighting 2 more Mephistos. There's plenty of visibility, so definitely go for those level 3 charge shots on those guys. The closer you do it, the more of an impact it'll have on them. So you want to be firing at them point blank. I don't do it. I mean, I don't always do what I'm saying on the screen, but I'm just telling you like what is the best thing to do and what I usually try to do in my gameplay. And what I've experienced, just to save you guys some hardships, is that these enemies, you can't launch them when they're Devil Triggered if they're on the ground. I just don't think you can. Perhaps if you're also Devil Triggered, but just make sure you don't perish down here, because they will send you back to the beginning of the level. And the next fight after this is really difficult because we have 3 Mephistos with a frost, and oh, we have this guy too. We have a Faust enemy. Okay, so this guy is just an HP tank. You definitely want to be doing the charge shot level 3, but that does not cause his true form. I don't think it causes his true form to come out, because I was shooting him with I think I was shooting him with the Devil Trigger bullets, but his true form might come out. But I mean, when you are aware of the fact that a Faust is coming after a wave of Mephistos, do not waste your Devil Trigger, because it's just suicide. These guys are way more difficult than the Mephistos. I forgot this guy was down here, to be honest. But the wave... well, I should talk about this guy at least, huh? next time. There's going to be so many of those guys. What I wanted to talk about was the next wave, because it's one of the hard. I think it's the hardest fight so far in the game. It's not the hardest fight of all, but it's definitely challenging. I tried to get through without using any items, but I kept dying because it's very tough. So we have a Frost here, and we also have the 3 Mephistos that I was referencing. Now, the other Frost will spawn after you kill one of the Mephistos. So the first thing I do is I get on the Frost and continually kind of spam throw this guy. Just be very careful. You see how I was trying to do a combo right there, and he knocked me right out of the combo. And he's just about to devil trigger, but I killed him, fortunately. So now with the 3 Mephistos down here, you can either distribute the hit damage and not kill one of them. You know, try to take off as much damage as you can from all 3. But that can require more patience than one might have. So if, you know, barring that, you might just want to focus on one of these guys, knock them down, and then save your devil trigger up, and then get on that Frost who spawns in, because it's just hard dealing with multiple enemies like this that vary. So I think this was the point at which I healed, because I had just done this like 10 times, and it was just very difficult. Watch out for the spinning attack that they do. It doesn't cut you any slack most of the time, so really watch out for that. And it's hard to devil trigger cancel that attack, because it's hard to know when you're going to be getting damaged and try to anticipate it. But I'm standing behind these columns right here, and I didn't have any luck blocking any of the Frost's projectiles, because he hit me right through the column at one point. I think it was his take. But when you and the Frost are both jumping in the air, make sure you jump once more, provided you haven't done your second jump. But jump one more time, because you don't want to land in any of his ice that he's put into the environment, and then try to grab him, because the grabs do a lot of damage on this game, and it really balances out this game. And also try not to aim. Well, it's hard to give that kind of advice, but you notice I'm going from one side of the screen to the other, and I'm trying not to aim by pressing the right trigger. I mean the right bumper, because that's how you aim with this gun. However, even if you keep the Frost off screen, he keeps coming to you. So it's just, you've got to figure out who's the biggest priority here. I personally feel it's the Frost. You just got to get that guy out of the way. Another great move is to do the streak, and then when you make contact with him, use the devil trigger, and it'll knock him up and send him flying vertically. And you could also then grab him. So I don't know what the hell hit me right there. One of the spikes hit me there? I'm not sure what hit me there. I was wondering that when I was playing, and I'm wondering now that when I'm watching. Yeah, I must have got hit by a spike. Huh. Okay, so this battle out here, it's just 2 more Frost. You do not have to do this battle, but I don't even know why I did it. I fled from it the first time, so that's probably why I wanted to get this done this time. But with no checkpoint to fall back on, I wouldn't risk all the progress that you've made, unless you feel comfortable doing it, and that's your own prerogative. So when they go into that ice shield, they're regenerating their health. Sometimes it's good because it gives you a chance to focus on one of the other enemies, but it's kind of a double-edged sword in that the guy's healing in there, and he's just gonna get more health that you need to take off at some point. Okay, so when you see how he's coming down and I'm jumping up frequently, I'm trying to avoid the ground, because he does area of effect attack on the ground, and this gets really crazy, and I thought I would perish, and it was gonna be all my bad if that happened, but I came out the victor. And what I was doing here was I was actually trying to hit all the breakable objects to get some health back, which I was doing right over here. And there's also this nice orb over here floating there, which gives you almost all your health back. You can't use the gyro blades; they're locked into place right there. So again, it's an optional fight. So, ooh, okay, got frozen. And then the next stage will be mission 6, and we'll be doing the dice game. Even though it's only one die, I get the die game, and we can. What I'm not going to be doing. I'm only going to be doing one battle, one mandatory battle on that. So I'll show you how to manipulate the die. Even though I'm sure many people know how to do it, but some people watch me play and then they play the game, so they don't know everything, and I'm trying to teach them. And that's just how it goes. I don't know anything, and then I have to learn by myself, and then I have to have people tell me how to do it, because nobody knows everything, least of all me. But this guy's going to spawn right over here. I'm going to try to finish him off. He's just got a lot of health to take off, and I don't have any devil trigger built up to take care of him. So you often see me taunt too, but I really don't reference it. I have my taunt linked to up on the D-pad, since pressing select seems like a really bizarre choice to have it linked to. I've always thought that was really, like, select just seems weird. But anyway, down here, also I wanted to mention that in the well there's some items, including a holy water, but in this area there's a small healing item, but I've already got all the items, so I can't re-get them. However, now that we're in the underground laboratory, we're going to make our way over to the end of this place, and I'll see you in the very next mission, mission 6.